Okay, folks, we're back. Hopefully I'll have a little bit less coughing and hacking like I did yesterday. I always get these allergies, seems like whenever we get into this time of year. But I got my trusty throat lozenges. You ever seen these? Fisherman's Friend. I highly recommend them. Fisherman's Friend. Go ahead and get them at Walgreens or CVS. That's free advertisement for these cough drops. So anyway, we're going to look a little bit more at one of our 3 programs that we are studying through together. And before I do that, let me knock these off here so that we have a clear field. Okay, and I've got my answer key here. A lot of material to cover today. And so today we're looking at the Routledge Introductory Course of Modern Hebrew. And remember, we started this Shiur 24. So Shiur 24 talks about these verbs, lesaper, to tell, and a couple other ones here, travel, walk about, so on. It gives you basically the 4 forms. For example, here's this one right here, the have. Basically is the present, I think that's the present one, where medaber is, I think that's the speaking one. Let's see here. I'm going to get my translate up here. Medaber. Yeah, speaking one, yeah.
Medaber.
Medaber, okay. So, so basically, this is just sort of review. Okay, so if you have, for example, medaber, you could say ani medaber, I am speaking. How about if you were to say you or she? How about she? He medaberet, she is speaking. Anaknu medaberim, we are speaking. Hen medaberot, they, feminine plural, are speaking. So there's these forms. You got masculine singular, got masculine plural or mixed plural, feminine singular, feminine plural. Okay, notice that in the masculine plural, it can also be mixed plural. As long as there's one guy in the group, it defaults to masculine plural. Okay, I know that sounds a little sexist, but that's how it is in Hebrew grammar. So last time we worked a little bit on this Tergila exercise 1. Basically, they want us to, it says here, Hashalem et hamishpatim. So complete the sentences. So we did this one right here. Now we're looking at this one right here, lispar. And that one, I think, let's see here, lispar. Yeah, that's the lesapar. That has to do with telling. Okay, so number 1, Jonathan blank lanu, to us all about havodah shalo. Havodah, I think that's the work, his work, shalo, his work. So we have to choose one of these forms, and the best way to figure out exactly what this looks like is to use the Pa'alim program. So what I'm going to do is put that in there. Okay, and so it looks to me like it's going to be, remember, we're using, I think we're using the future tense. Is that right? I think it's going to be ace pair. Well, let me double check that. I think it's going to be either, I think it's going to be ace pair, as pair. So I'm gonna put it in there, and then we'll check our answer key. So I still have a bit of a cold here. So we should have. See here. Okay, so ace pair. Jonathan tells Lanu al Havodah to us about the work Shalom belonging to him. So tells us about his work. Let's double check this real quick here. I wish I had a bigger desk. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Miss a pair. So let me double check this here. Yep, miss a pair. That's right. Okay, I'm sorry. It's present tense. Miss a pair. That's what hava is, present tense. Miss a pair. All right. So basically what this is saying is Jonathan tells us, Lanu. So Jonathan Mesaper tells to us about ha'avodah, the work, shelo, belonging to him. Okay, so that's essentially what that's saying. All right. A minute here. All right, so I'm back now. Okay, so that's right. We're looking at the hava here, hava form. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, but Rev Ema. So in the evening, mother, this has to do, we got to use this form here, tells, she's telling, Sipur. Let's take a look at that one. I think it's going to be, I know it's going to be this one, Mesaperet. Rev Ema, Mesaperet. Mispur Lironi. Ah, look at that. A funny story.
ערב אמא מספרת מספור לירוני.
Yeah, Mispor Lironi. Check that one out. Mispor. So this has got to be a story. And Lironi is funny. Look at that. Mispori Lironi.
ערב אמא מספרת מספור לירוני.
Mispori. Let's see here. Hold on here. It's not this here. It's Sipur. Okay, it's not a funny story.
ערב אמא מספרת סיפור לירוני.
Sipur Lironi. Tells us an ironic story. An ironic story. Isn't that something? That doesn't quite make as much sense as funny story, is it? Does it? Let's see. Sipur.
ערב אמא מספרת סיפור לירוני.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So what I'm going to do is knock this out and see if there's any other translations for that word.
סיפור.
Okay, it's sipur. Okay, yeah. This lironi, so it's like irony. It's like a transliteration. Okay, transliteration. All right. So berev ima. Okay, so it's gonna be misapparent. It's gonna look like this. Okay, so and this one right here is gonna be misappair. Misappair. Okay, so be'erev ima misapparet sipur. This is a story, and lironi is ironic story. Okay. Okay, so that's what we should have there. Mispor misapparet. Let's get rid of this here. Okay, how about this one? Mahem, what are they, must be telling or talking. I mean, it's using him, so that's mixed plural for they. And so it's going to use misaparim. Okay, misaparim, all about the coffee house. Let's see. Hahadash is the new coffee house. Bait Hakafe Hahadash is the new coffee house. So let me double check that. Mahim misaparim al Bait Hakafe Hahadash. Yeah. Okay, so what are they saying or telling about Bait Cafe Hadash? Okay, so what are they telling about the new coffee house? So it sounds to me like they want an opinion on it. What are they saying about the new coffee house? All right, how about this one? Ani blank Lahorim. Actually, I am telling to the parents, Shali, my parents, Hakula. I think that's everything. So it should be misper. Ani misper Lahorim Shali Hakula. Yeah, everything.
אני מספר להורים שלי הכל.
Yeah. Ani misper. So it's this one here. Ani misper lahorim, to my parents, Shali, my parents, belonging to me, hakol is everything. Okay, so we should have misper, misaperet, misperim, and misper. And this one right here has to do with telling. Okay. Let's take a look at our answer key. Before we do that, let's knock this out of here. Okay. Okay, so we have Jonathan Misaper. Okay, so Jonathan is telling Lanu to us about Alvar Shalo, about his work. Rev Ima Misaperet. So in the evening, mother tells Sipor a story, lironi, irony. Okay, so she tells us about in the evening, mother tells us an ironic story. Mahem misberim. So what are they saying? Al Bayit HaCafe HaHadash. What are they saying about this is the house of the coffee, the new. So it's like the house of the coffee, the new. So it's just the new coffee house. Okay, how about this one? Ani misper lahorim sheli hakul. Okay, so I am telling my parents. This is lahorim to my parents. Hakul, everything. I'm telling my parents everything. I'm telling my parents everything. Okay. Okay, so now we have this one right here, Lil mode. Okay, so Adon Eton. Okay, so Mr. Eton, Lil mode. I don't remember what that Lil mode is. Study, I think. Lil mode. Yeah. No, it's Lil med. Take a look at that one. Teach, that's right.
ללמד.
Lelamed.
ללמד.
Okay, so that's the verb. So it's going to be is teaching. Let's take a look at our Pauline here. Yeah, okay, so he's teaching. So basically, Adon Itan, let me double check that. Adon Itan. Yeah.
אדון איתן.
Eitan.
אדון איתן.
Yeah, Adon Eitan. Okay, so Mr. Eitan, and he is teaching, and so it's going to be Melamed. Melamed is teaching, because remember, it's in the present tense. How do we know it's in the present tense? Because of this right here. Okay, hava, that equals present tense. Okay. All right, so Adon Itan, okay, Melamed. Okay, Melamed, Matematica, okay, Mathematica, Babayit Sefer, let's see, Tihon, Babayit Sefer, so that's like in school, is teaching mathematics in school, Matematica, Babayit Sefer, Tihon. That's right, high school, look at that.
מתמטיקה בבית ספר תיכון.
Bebeit Sefer Tihon.
מתמטיקה בבית ספר תיכון.
Okay, Bebeit Sefer. So this goes together. Bebeit Sefer. This is school. And this Tihon is high. So it's like high school. So Adon Itan Milamed Matematica Bebeit Sefer Tihon.
מתמטיקה בבית ספר תיכון.
Okay. So we should have Melamed there. Let's see. So the next one is, let's see, Hazot. Okay, so it's going to be Hamorah probably. Hamorah Hazot. So this teacher told me, oh, so very good. So it's going to be is teaching very good. So the teacher, it looks to me like this is going to be a feminine because it's using Hazot instead of Hazeh. I'm thinking that's the case here. So it's going to be Milamedet. I could be wrong about that. I want to double check that. Okay, so Hamorah Hazot Milamedet Tov Me'od. So the teacher, this teacher is teaching Tov Me'od. Very good. Is teaching very good. Before I go further, let's make sure this is Milmad and this one's Melamedet. So we should have masculine singular, then feminine singular. Okay, so Lilamo. So there's Melamad. Okay, there, Melamedet. You know how I knew that? Because this is Zot right here. That's typically a feminine form of this. So it's not Hazeh. Hazeh is usually this in a masculine gender. So, and so that makes this Hamorah, not Hamoreh, even though Hamorah, it's spelled exactly as if it was Hamoreh. Isn't that something? All right. So it's like a puzzle, guys, like a puzzle. You just keep working with the language and you try to put it together. All right, so Hayom Hamorim. So today the teachers, Lo Rotzim, do not want, they don't want to teach. So remember, it says they don't want, what do they don't want? And we're going to use this one right here, Lilamad, to teach. Because we got to get the to part on there to make that sentence make sense, right? Hayom Hamorim. So today the teachers, Lo Rotzim, do not want Lilamad. Okay, so let me double check that on my Google Translate here. Hayom Hamorim Lo Rotzim Lilamad. Not Lilamod, it's Lilamed, I think.
היום המורים לא רוצים ללמד.
Lilamed. There it is, Lilamed.
היום המורים לא רוצים ללמד.
Yeah. Hayom Morim Lo Rotzim Lilamed. Okay, so today the teachers want to teach. Okay, so that's what we should have there. All right, so now this one here, Efo Atem, where are you all blank Universita, in the university? So where are you all teaching? So we're using Atem here. So remember, Atem is you all mixed plural, you all. So it's gonna easily use this milamadim. So that's probably what it's going to be using here. And when that's a mixed plural form, and it's got to match the pronoun atem. Let's see, milamadim. Okay, milamadim. Okay, so Efo atem milamadim. So where are you all teaching? Where are you all teaching? Ba universita, in the university. Okay, so that's the question. So we should have Lilamed. I gotta get that pronounced properly.
היום המורים לא רוצים ללמד.
Lilamed.
היום המורים לא רוצים ללמד.
There it is, Lilamed, to teach. That's what this is, to teach. Okay, so we should have Lilamed Milamadim here. That's correct. Look at that. Look at that. Hayom Hamorim. So today the teachers, Lo Rotzim, do not want Lilamed. Okay, and there's Efo Atem. Where are you all Milamadim? Where are you all teaching? Ba Universita, in the university. Efo Atem Milamadim. All right. One more set here, guys. All right, so now we've got this letiul. I think that's letiil. Yeah, that's right, to travel.
לטייל.
Letail. Okay, so that's to travel. Okay, so to travel. Okay, so now basically all we're doing here is getting the masculine singular, the feminine singular, the mixed plural, and the feminine plural. And we got to look at the pronoun to figure that out. So there's harbe anashim. So this is like lots of people, harbe, lots of people, harbe anashim are traveling. Birhov hazeh. Okay, Birhov, I think, is the street, and Hazeh is this. So it's like this street. So it's probably going to be used, for Anashim, we're going to use a mixed plural for that verb. So basically, I'm going to go to Palim and find that. Let's see here. That's a great program. All right, to walk or travel. So basically, what we're going to use is Metielim. Metielim. So that's a long one. Look at that. We got a mem. We've got a tet. Yod, yod, lamed, yod, mem sofit. Look at that. Okay, so what we should have here is harbe anashim, lots of people, metilim. Let me see what it sounds like here. Harbe anashim metilim birhov hazeh. Yeah.
הרבה אנשים מטיילים ברחוב הזה.
Yeah, metilim.
הרבה אנשים מטיילים ברחוב
So
הזה.
harbe, this is harbe, lots, anashim, people. Metilim, this is kind of a tongue twister here.
הרבה אנשים מטיילים ברחוב הזה.
Metailim.
הרבה אנשים מטיילים ברחוב
Harbe,
הזה.
harbe, anashim, metailim, birhov hazeh.
הרבה אנשים מטיילים ברחוב הזה.
Berahov, there we go. On the street, Berahov. On this street, hazeh, this. So it's on this street, this. So it's just this street.
הרבה אנשים מטיילים ברחוב הזה.
Berahov, hazeh. All right. So that's what we should have here. We should have a mixed plural. All right, let's check this out. Brut, vayael. Okay, so remember it's going to be two girls here, and this has to do with traveling. Our traveling by Yisrael. Our traveling. So basically, we're going to use. Looks like metailot, probably metailot, because it's two girls. So it's going to be feminine plural. Okay, that's probably a lousy tet, but we'll let it get by for now. Lamed, that's a horrible lamed. We definitely got to do something about that. Well, we might as well fix this one too. Remember, one of the three modalities that I'm operating in here, I'm using vocal, I'm speaking it, I'm writing it, and I'm hearing myself. So three modalities to increase absorption of the material. Okay, it's very important for you guys to do that if you want to really increase the absorption amount. Okay, we're using whole M here. Okay, so metailot by Yisrael. So Ruth Yael, metailot by Yisrael. So Ruth and Yael are traveling by Yisrael to Israel. Or in Israel, because the bet is in with or on, in Israel. All right, so how about this one? Atem ohavim. So you all love. Now we're just going to use this one here. To travel. Oh, stop, puppy. Quit barking. Okay, so so you all love to travel. Letayil. Okay, so letayil be'erev. Do you all love to travel in the evening? You all love to travel in the evening? So we should have metayilim, metayilot, letayil for travel here. Baboker, he. So in the morning, she. So we're going to use the metayilet. Okay, metailet. Okay, so baboker he metailet. Levad alone. Park. Look at that. So in the morning, she travels or goes Lavad Park. I think that's what that is there. Let me put it in here real quick. Baboker he metalet Lavad Park. Yeah. So in the morning, she walks or travels alone בפארק.
בבוקר היא מטיילת לבד בפארק.
היא מטיילת.
בבוקר היא מטיילת לבד בפארק.
Yeah, לבד בפארק. Okay.
בבוקר היא מטיילת לבד בפארק.
Yeah, בבוקר היא מטיילת לבד בפארק. Okay, so we should have מטיילים, מטיילות, לטייל, and מטייlet on our answer key. So let's take a look at our answer key here. Okay, so harbe anashim, so lots of people, metailim, okay, so are traveling their whole, I say, on the street. Good, we got that one. Root ve'el metailot, so are traveling by Israel, in Israel. Okay, I got that one. Atem ohavim, and there it is. So you all love, and we have to put to travel, letail. We all love to travel in the evening. Okay, so baboker he, so in the morning she metailet, okay, she's going or traveling levad, alone, park, in the park. All right, guys, so that basically gives you an idea of how each of those verb conjugations for all of these verbs here. Tayil, we've got ledaber, lisper, lispar, and a lilamad. Lilamad, I think is what that one is. All right, so the verb lispar uses the preposition lamed in order to communicate to whom the story news is being told. For example, Tali misparet, Tali is telling, let's see, Lehud, to Ehud. All havodah shelcha. So about the job to belonging to her, about her job. Leehud, to Ehud. Okay, about her job. Okay, so like shell, the preposition lamed can take pronoun suffixes. Okay, li, that means to me. Lecha is to you. Lo, to him. To me, to you, to you. Okay, so to you, to him. For example, Ron misaper. Ron is telling Li, to me, all Hasira, about Hasira, the movie, about the movie. All right, so that is Targila 1. We got that one. So now take a look at this one here, Targila 2. So that's our Targil, let's see, Shnei, I think it's Shnei. Targil Shnei. Yeah. Targil Shnei. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
תרגיל שני.
Yeah.
תרגיל שני.
Okay, so Targil Shani. So exercise 2. Hashalem, Bapulim. So complete the verb forms. Ledaber, that's to speak, I think. Lispar is to tell. Latiel is tiel to travel. Lilamed, to teach. Okay, let's see here. I want to double check that one there. Lispar. Yeah, to tell.
לספר.
Lesapar.
לספר.
Okay, and ledaber is the speaking one.
לדבר.
Okay, so one is telling, the other one's speaking. Letail is to travel. Letail.
לטייל.
Letail. To travel, and then lilamad. Yeah, there we go. To teach.
ללמד.
Lilamed.
ללמד. ללמד.
Okay, so lilamed, to teach. All right, so basically, this says complete the verbs. So here they are, the verb forms. Okay, so basically, this is like it's going to be like a little story here, and we have to put the proper verb forms in there. So Yael misaperet. So Yael is, I think that's telling. Yael misaperet. Yael. Ay vey.
יעל מספרת.
Yeah, misaperet. And that comes from a lispar. Yael says. Lispar. Yeah, okay, so that's to tell.
לספר.
Lesapar.
לספר.
To tell. Okay, so lesapar. So Yael mesaperet. So Yael is telling. She's telling. All right, so let's see here. Hana Ahavara Shali. Hana is my friend. Ahavara Shali. Hana Ahavara Shali. You ever seen like in the early days of the Messianic movement where they would have this Havara, Chaveri, and then somebody came along and told them, hey, that's the wrong form to be talking about friendship, because it's just feminine singular, so they had to change it to Havarim. Friends. Okay, anyway, that was just something I thought. All right, let's see here. Hana Havarashali. So Hana is my friend, basically. Hana Havarashali. Yeah.
אנה החברה של.
It's Hana, not Anna.
הנה החברה שלי.
Wait a minute here. Okay, that's Hine. Oh, wait a minute here. I thought that was Hana. It could be girlfriend. Shema. Okay, it is Hine. Hine. Ahavarashali. Okay, so what is Hana then? Hana. That's it. Look at.
Hana.
So like Hana in the Bible, look at that. Just one letter can throw you off. Because here's Hana. It's het noon hey. And they've got hey noon hey. Now that's how easy it is to trip you up if you're not really focusing and paying attention. So it's hine havarashali. And that means that Yael has got to be. Well, it could be Yael is typically a girl. Yeah, it's a girl. It's form right here. So it's like her friend, her girlfriend. Okay. Okay, so Hineha Barashali. Here is my girlfriend. Here's my friend. Shemha, her name is Devorah. Okay, so Devorah, she Ula Hadashah. Okay, say, what is that Ula? You double check that. Devorah, Ula Hadashah. Okay, that's right. Olah means like immigrant. It means to ascend up.
הורה היא עולה חדשה. דבורה היא עולה חדשה.
Deborah, היא עולה חדשה.
היא עולה חדשה.
Okay, so Deborah, she is a Ula Hadashah. So this is an immigrant. Ula comes from Allah, which means to ascend up to Zion. It means to return back to Zion, return back to the land. Hadashah. So she's a new immigrant. Let's see, Meverzil. Let's take a look at that one there. Meverzil. Yeah, okay. From Brazil. That's a transliteration.
דבורה היא עולה חדשה מברזיל.
Mi Brazil. Mi Brazil. So there's Brazil right there, like the nation. And this mem is a preposition, means from. So mi Brazil. Okay, all right. Okay, so Deborah, she is a new immigrant. Olá Hadashah, mi Brazil. Okay, so. All right, so Hilo, she does not what? Blank Ivrit. So we got to find the one that has to do with probably the one that says speak. I bet you it's this one right here. She doesn't speak Hebrew. Ivrito. She doesn't speak Hebrew good. Okay, so I think it's going to be Medaberet Ivrito. Medaberet Ivrito. Yeah. Well, let's try this whole thing again. Hilo Medaberet Ivrito. Yeah, she doesn't speak Hebrew well.
היא לא מדברת עברית טוב.
So it's going to be Medaberet. It's going to be taken off of this one right here. Let's see, we got to. Okay, so Medaberet. This is a dalet here. That's a pretty poor bet, isn't it? Okay, so Medaberet, Hilo Medaberet, she does not, Medaberet, speak Hebrew good. Avol Anaknu, but we're going to be doing the teaching one probably. We are teaching her. So it's going to be, I bet you it's going to be, let me go to my Paralima, put Lelamad in there and figure out which one that is. So it's going to be Melamadim. We are teaching her. Melamadim, Kol Azot, all of this, all of this. Okay, so we should have Melamadim. Mem. Lamed, Mem, Dalet, Yod, Mem, Sofit. Okay, so we should have Melamadim, Kul Hazot. So let's see how that fits into our sentence here. Avol Anaknu Melamadim Kul Hazot. Avol Anaknu Melamadim Kul Hazot. Okay, all right. She doesn't speak Hebrew well, but we teach all this.
היא לא מדברת עברית טוב, אבל אנחנו מלמדים כל הזאת.
Yeah, Kol Hazot. We teach all of it. We're teaching all of it to her, essentially. Okay, so we're talking about Deborah, right? Deborah. Okay, so Ani blank at Deborah. So I blank Deborah Ivri. So I am teaching. So it's got to be I am teaching probably. So it's going to be it's going to be this one right here again. So it's going to be probably. I think it's going to be Melamedet. melamedet, because the I is this girl right here, and that's feminine. Okay, so ani melamedet at Devorah Ivrit. Okay, so I am teaching Deborah Hebrew. Deborah is Ivrit, Hebrew. Okay, so Deborah, let's see here. Talmidah. Okay, so Deborah, she is a Talmidah, a student. Talmidah Tova, a good student. It's not just a good student, but she's a Talmidah Tova Me'od, a very good student. So she's picking up the language really quick from her friend Yael. Okay, right? He and she, Lomedet, she is learning. That has to do with learning, I think. Wait a minute here. Hold on here. But she is Lomedet. Let me start here. Deborah he Talmidah Tova Me'od Vehi Lomedet Mehar. Okay, that's right. Yeah, she learns. That has to do with learning. So that is a form of lomedet, is learning. They don't have that lomed up here. They have got teaching, but they don't have lomed. She is learning quickly. Mehar means quickly.
דבורה היא תלמידה טובה מאוד, והיא לומדת מהר.
Yeah, meher. This is the quickly one. Me'od vehi lomedet meher. Meher. He's learning quickly. Okay. Bashavet, I think that comes from Bashavil, and it means like now. No, it could be on the Sabbath. Bashabat. Betches Bashabat. Baboker. Let's double check that. Bashabat. Baboker. I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah, but Shabbat, so it's like the Sabbath morning, we, what? Boy, it doesn't sound like they're very religious, does it? But Shabbat Baboker Anaknu, so on the Sabbath in the morning, we, probably going to be, let's see here. Get rid of all this here. Okay, so Shabbat Baboker Anaknu. So in the morning, we what? Bapark. Let's see, Berahov or Bapark. In the street or in the park, Berahov. I think so it has to do probably with this one here, I bet you. Letayel, which is travel. So it's using anaknu, so it's going to be probably letayelim. Letayelim berahov or bapark. Yeah. Okay. So b'Shabbat b'boker anaknu. So so on the Sabbath in the morning, we matayelim, we take a walk. We are walking a berahov in the street or in the park.
השבת בבוקר אנחנו מטיילים ברחוב או בפארק.
Berahov, okay, so it's going to be this one, matayelim, I think. Okay, so anaknu matayelim berahov o park. So in the street or in the park. Okay, so Devorah blank to me, Lee, Siporim, okay, to me, Siporim all, about Brazil, all of Brazil. Okay, so that's Brazil is a transliteration here. So she's telling her. Siporim are stories, right? So it has to do with telling. So it's going to be probably let's see here. It's going to be a form of this right here, and it's got to be in the feminine singular form because it's got to match Deborah, right? Okay, so it's going to be probably Lisa Perret. Deborah Lisa Perret, Li Siporim al Brazil. Yeah, so Deborah, we need Lisa Perret. Lisa Perret. No, it's not Miss Perret. It's maybe it is Miss Perret. Miss Perret. Yeah, that's right. Deborah. Yeah, right. Okay, so Deborah Miss Perret Li Siporim al Brazil.
דבורה מספרת לי סיפורים על ברזיל.
Yeah, Deborah tells me stories about Brazil. So Deborah, we're going to have Misa Barrett here. Mem Samik. Hey, Reish and Tav, Misa Barrett. So Deborah Misa Barrett, she tells Lee to me Siporim stories a la Brazil, about Brazil. Okay, so now, the ani and I blank leha to her al Israel. Okay, so in I tell her. So we're still going to use this this form right here, lisper. So it's going to be the feminine singular sense because remember who is the I in the story? It's this girl right here, Yael, right? So I think it's going to be the same thing, Misa Perret. That's a horrible mem. Okay, so we should have Deborah Misa Perret Li Siporim. So Deborah, she tells to me Siporim stories ala Brazil, about Brazil. Vani Misa Perret, and I tell leha. Look at that, to her. Al Yisrael, about Yisrael. And naknu ohavo, we love tovot. Let's see. Anaknu we havarot. We are. Let's see. Havarot. Our friends told me we are very good friends. Havarot has to do with. It comes from haver, which means friend. So anaknu havarot tovot me'od. We are very good friends. So what we should have here is medaberet. We should have Melamadim here. We should have Melamedet. Let's see, Ani. Mela, I can't even tell what that one is. Anyway, we'll look at the answer key. Okay, then we should have Matelim. Okay, so that's the traveling one. Misa Perret. Okay, and then Misa Perret here too. All right, so let's take a look at our answer key now. I tried to just do the whole thing without flipping back and forth to the answer key. So first of all, before we do that, let's take a look at this here. Ole Hadash. So it's like new immigrant, or Ola Hadasha, new immigrant. Notice in this case, it's masculine singular. Ole Hadash. Or Ola Hadasha is feminine singular immigrant, right? Maher means quickly. Maher, quickly. All right, so let's take a look at our answer key here. Let's get rid of this one here. We don't need this one. Okay, so here is Targila Shani. Targil 2. So Yael Misa Perez. So Yael is telling. Okay, so we have Hine Habarashali. So let's see. I think that's here. Hine Habarashali. Hine. Yeah. Hahabara. Hahabara. Okay, here is my girlfriend.
הנה החברה שלי.
Okay, so here's my girlfriend. Shama Deborah. Her name is Deborah. Deborah. He Ola Hadasha. Ola Hadasha is a new immigrant. Brazil, from Brazil. She does not. There it is, right there. Metaberet. Okay, so I got that correct. Ivrito. She did not speak Hebrew good. Avala Naknu Metabarot. But we are teaching her. Oh, well, what we are Metabarot. Let's see here. Metabarot. She does not. Oh, let me see. Maybe I messed this one up. Aval Naknu Metabarot. Kul Hazot. Yeah, but we are talking about all this.
אבל אנחנו מדברות כל הזאת.
Okay, so we are talking about all this. Hilo Metabaret Ibrito. But we are talking about all this. Okay, so the Anaknu Milamadim. I am teaching et Deborah Ivri. I am teaching Deborah Hebrew. Okay, so I think I got that one right. Deborah Talmidah Tova Me'od. So Deborah, she is a Talmidah, is like a student or pupil. Tova, and that's a good student or pupil, and Me'od is like very good student pupil. Okay, Vahi Lomedet Maher. Okay, so and she Lomedet is learning quickly. Okay, so Bashabat Boker Anaklu. So on the Sabbath in the morning, we we are traveling, we're walking the park. So in the street or in the park, Deborah Misaperet. Deborah is let's see, what is that? Misaperet. I think that's telling. Deborah Misaperet, Li Siborim al Brazil. Yeah, she's telling me about stories.
הדברה מספרת לי סיפורים על ברזיל.
Yeah, Deborah. We don't need Deborah. We just need Deborah. Yeah, Deborah tells me stories about Brazil.
דברה מספרת לי סיפורים על ברזיל.
Okay, so Sipurim al Brazil. Okay, so then Va'ani Misaperet. Now, notice I got that correct because who are we talking about here? Yael, right? And that's feminine singular. Lecha ala Yisrael, to her about Israel. Anaknu havarot. We are friends. Tovot me'od. Very good. We are very good friends. All right, guys. Wow, that was a big one to get through, wasn't it? Okay, so now let's take a look at Targil Shalosh. Targil Shalosh. Exercise number 3. But before I do that, I kind of have a feeling we've gone over an hour already. Let's see what's on our thing here. Oh, how many minutes are we at? It doesn't say here, does it? Okay, that's not good. Okay, yeah, we're at 59 minutes. All right, so I'm going to try to break this up into another video here because this is going to be a long one here, but let's just kind of get an idea of what's going on here. Okay, so Shana'at Hasipur. So Shana Hasipur. Take a look at that one a little bit, don't we? Shana it Hasipur Shabbat Targil. Look at that one. Okay. Oh, that's kind of a new one there. Look at that. Change the story and the exercise.
שנה את הסיפור שבתרגיל.
Yeah, Shne et Hasipur. So change the story. Shne et Hasipur Shabatargil.
שנה את הסיפור שבתרגיל.
Shabatargil. Shabatargil. So this has to be like in the story. Targil, or in the exercise. In the exercise. Like in the exercise. Okay, so Yael. Oh, I see. Yael to Gadi Vital. Okay, and then Deborah is Yitzhak. Oh my goodness. Boy, that's going to be a big one, isn't it? So basically, they want us to take this story right here and change the people in it. So Yael is going to turn into Gadi and Tal. Vital. So that's going to be a mixed plural, right? And then Devorah is going to become Yitzhak. So that's really going to give us some exercise on alternating back and forth between masculine singular, feminine singular, mixed plural, or feminine plural. So let's take a look and see if we are near the end of this unit here. Yes, we are. Or 25. Okay, so I'll try to pick that up next time, guys. Remember, I've got 3 programs I'm running through. So it might be a little while before I return to this one, but the next, whatever next video I do, it'll be more Hebrew. We'll keep working with the language, which is what I really enjoy doing. Okay, so let's mark this one. If I can mark it in such a way that I can highlight it. There we go. Yeah. Come on. As they say down in the South, you hard-headed buzzard. There we go. You ever heard that saying? You hard-headed buzzard? I hear that a lot in the South. When I first heard that, I broke out laughing. That's pretty funny. Yeah, they say it to animals that are recalcitrant a lot, like horses or cows or pigs or dogs. Mostly dogs. Dogs that don't do what their masters want them to do. They say, "You hard-headed buzzard." All right, guys. I had a great time with you guys today. I hope that you did too. And take a look at our details. If you'd like to donate to the Greenwood Jihad, please send a donation our way. We don't make any money on this. This is a free service to the people out there in the world. They do say that teaching is one of the most selfless acts in the world. And so I'm just giving you the benefit of my understanding. And hey, if you know a little more than me, put some corrections down there. I love to learn as much as I love to share. So may Yahweh bless you today, Yahweh or Jehovah, whichever transliteration of the holy name you use. May the Almighty be with you today. And I will say, Lahit Ra'ot.